Voice of the people.
Emirate Radio 98.5 FM.
Feel the clarity, feel the connection. Emirate Radio 98.5 FM.
The time is 3 o'clock. This is Emirate Radio 98.5 FM. Here is the Emirate News Hour, read by Treasure Ajayi. First, the highlight. NDLEA intensifies anti-drug drive in Kano, secures multiple seizures. Historic AKOJOPO Fishing Festival begins amid spectacular early rush. Our government intensifies anti-bagging enforcement. Runners take to Lagos streets as 11th Access Bank City Marathon begins. And now the news in full. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in Kano has arrested 17 suspects and confiscated various illicit drugs during its special enforcement initiative, Operation Ramadan Mubarak, aimed at promoting a safe, drug-free environment during Ramadan. State Commander Mr. Dairu Yaya Lawal, in a statement issued today by the command's public relations officer, Sadiq Muhammad Maigatari, said intelligence-driven raids at key locations including Racecourse, Dangote, Filin Maha, Kano Zoological Garden, Farm Center by Zara Road, and Tasharami Nubawa led to the seizures of methamphetamine, cannabis sativa, XL5, diazepam, and rubber solution. Yaya Lawal emphasized that the operation reflects the NDLEA's ongoing commitment to dismantling drug networks in Kano State, in line with the directive of NDLEA Chairman or CEO, retired Brigadier General Mohammed Marwa, and urged the public to provide credible information to support continued efforts to maintain a drug-free society. Moving on, the 2026 Argungu International Fishing Festival kicked off at the historic Matafada Arena in Argungu, Kebbi State, drawing thousands of fishermen, tourists, and cultural enthusiasts from Nigeria and abroad. Anticipation turned chaotic today as a surge of nearly 40,000 fishermen rushed into the river before the formal opening and the arrival of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, temporarily overwhelming security personnel. The spontaneous start, which unfolded minutes after noon, highlighted the participants' skill, strength, and enthusiasm before order was restored about 30 minutes later. Dating back to 1934, the festival celebrates peace between the Sokoto Caliphate and the Kebbi Kingdom and has evolved into a major cultural spectacle showcasing fishing competitions, traditional music and dance, wrestling, arts and crafts, while promoting tourism and local commerce. This year's edition features high-profile dignitaries, cultural troops, and enhanced security, underscoring its continued significance as a symbol of unity, cultural pride, and economic opportunity. On the home front, the Kwara State government has intensified its crackdown on street begging, following the arrest of a suspected bandit who allegedly disguised himself as a beggar in Ibaja, the Felodun local government area, a development reported today. Speaking during a monitoring and enforcement exercise in the Ilorin metropolis, the Commissioner for Social Development, Aja Ibrahim Fatima Imam, said the incident raised serious security concerns and showed how street begging could be exploited by criminal elements, stressing that while the government remains committed to rehabilitating and empowering vulnerable persons, it would not tolerate begging as a cover for crime. She warned parents and guardians against sending children or dependents to beg due to risk of abuse and exploitation, urged residents to remain vigilant, report suspicious activities, and advised the public to support vulnerable persons through government-approved programs, noting that enforcement operations would be extended across the state and offenders will be prosecuted in line with existing laws. You're listening to the Emirate News Hour from Emirate Radio Ilorin. Welcome back. The Federal Road Safety Corps in Plateau State has warned Valentine's Day revelers against drunk driving, speeding, and other reckless behaviors, stressing that violators will be sanctioned to prevent road crashes during the festivities. The warning reported today was issued by the Plateau State Sector Commander, Adelaja Gungwemi, in a statement signed by the command's Public Education Officer, Peter Lumsden, and followed the directive by Corps Marshal Shehu Muhammed, mandating maximum safety on highways nationwide, with motorists urged to prioritize caution and report any incident through the FRS's contact channels. From the sports room, the 11th edition of the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon kicked off today, February 14, 2026, with runners taking to major routes across Lagos State. Organized by Nilayo Sports Management in partnership with Access Bank and the Lagos State Government, the marathon features a 42-kilometer race starting at Hawker Shopping Mall, Eco Atlantic, and a 10-kilometer race from Grace Garden Event Center, Lekki, both finishing at Eco Atlantic, Victoria Highland. Elite athletes stand to win up to $50,000, while Nigerian participants can earn up to 2 million naira, with prizes also for the 10-kilometer category. The Lagos State government implemented traffic diversions along race routes, enforced by last mile and security agencies to ensure smooth conduct. Currently a gold label race, organizers aim to elevate it to platinum status, attracting global athletes and solidifying Lagos as a primary destination for road racing. That will be all on Emirate News Hour. Here again are the main highlights. NDLEK intensifies anti-drug drive in Kano, secures multiple seizures. Historic Agungu Fishing Festival begins amid spectacular early rush. Kwara government intensifies anti-begging enforcement. Runners take to Lagos Street as 11th Access Bank City Marathon begins. The Emirate News Hour was compiled, edited by Taufik Obelo, and read to you by Treasure Ajayi. For updates and interactions, follow us on all our social media platforms at Emirate Radio 98.5 FM or visit our website on www.emirateradio.ng. Thank you for listening.